Hi folks. The president of South Korea, Madam President Park, has been avoiding to have a conference or a meeting with the Prime Minister of Japan, Prime Minister Abe. Yeah, what she's basically saying is that you need to apologize for Japan's behavior during and before the Second World War, and specifically the comfort women issue as related by South Koreans. That's what she's saying. Basically what she's saying, what a lot of people in South Korea are lambasting Japan about, bashing them by saying, you have no future if you forget your past. Yeah, owe up to your past, will you? Yeah, that's what they're saying. So now news agencies are reporting on this possible meeting. Let's read what some of them had to report in reference to this meeting. The Business Insider reports that Park opened to meeting Abe, but stresses comfort women issue. See, she's open to meeting with Prime Minister Abe, but we better talk about that comfort women issue. Let's read a little further to what the New York Times had to report on this issue. Japan must take steps towards what Seoul regards as proper atonement for its history. See, she's very concerned about Japan and history. Japan must take atonement for its history of 70 years ago. Gee, that was a long time ago. You know what's even closer than 70 years ago? 45 years. 45 years is closer to today than 70 years. Now why am I mentioning 45 years ago? The Vietnam War. The United States in Vietnam. South Korea, being an ally to the United States, sent over 300,000 troops to assist the United States in Vietnam. At the time, the president of South Korea was the current president's father. This guy, that's it, kids. Her father was the president of South Korea. But that's not his only distinction. He also served in the Japanese Imperial Army as an officer of distinction. Yeah! Gee, you think she may want to forget about that? But how am I going to forget about my father's military history with Japan? I know. I'll keep bringing up the comfort women issue. Hey, but let's go a little further. Fox News had an opinion on this. Let's read what their headline was in reference to this. President Park should publicly apologize for South Korea's sexual violence in Vietnam. Gee, sexual violence in Vietnam? Nah! Over 300,000 troops sent to Vietnam from South Korea was engaged, I'm not saying all of them, but there was a lot of sexual violence toward the Vietnamese women, rape, violence, etc. Gee, you think maybe that's why she's constantly pointing at Japan to forget the sins of her father, to forget the sins of her countrymen during the Vietnam War? Never mind my father, so says she. Never mind what my countrymen did. Look at Japan, what they did 70 years ago. Forget about 45 years ago. Japan, you must atone for your history, but we're not going to atone for ours. What a hypocrite. What a pathetic lady. Basically, she's a lunatic. How the Hades can you ask Prime Minister Abe to atone for Japan's history when you refuse to even acknowledge your history? Japan has apologized over 50 times. And how many times has South Korea apologized for the sexual violence and rapes those troops committed under her father's leadership during the Vietnam War? We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. God bless the nation you happen to be. And God bless our good friends and trusted allies in the land of the rising sun, Nihonkoku. See ya.